Good afternoon, I'm Scott Gabbard, the Purdue Ag and Natural Resources Educator here in Shelby County, Indiana. And today we're going to talk about one of our projects that we're doing here in the Shelbyville community at the First Presbyterian Church located off of West Broadway here in Shelbyville, Indiana. One of the groups we'll be working with at this particular garden project, besides the master gardeners and also people, local volunteers, and those that are inside the church, is also within this area the local middle schoolers that will be learning some principles as far as growing a garden, preparing it, and the food and healthy nutrition that they'll hopefully garner over time by working with us. Up next we'll have Pastor Mark Morningstar with the First Presbyterian Church talking about some of the goals and dreams that the church hopes to accomplish in working with us in this project.
I'm Mark Morningstar from First Presbyterian Church in Shelbyville, and we've started a new ministry based on our need to outreach to our community because we did a grant process for 2 years and found that the area has basically two needs. One is that the area around us is considered a food desert, so we've needed to outreach to the community with food, but also have done research to find out that the most underserved group of children in our community is our middle school youth. So we've done intentional outreach to the community to bring these middle schoolers into the church and to help them with what we call opportunity zone experiences, which are different experiences of life with adults in small groups. So they have an opportunity to meet with adults, to meet with people and be mentored by them, and then also to work with sometimes their parents in helping them realize that we are here to help support them in their parenting process and just to be an outlet for the youth in our community. So the one thing we're doing here is a gardening program where, thanks to the Purdue Extension Office and their volunteers and the Master Gardeners program, they will help teach the children, our youth from 5th grade through 9th grade, how to raise some crops, how to take care of them, how to even use them in food preparation. So it's an exciting ministry for us, and it's a great opportunity to use this land that's in the middle of this food desert area in a very positive way.
Okay, my name is Claire Rivron. I'm the Community Wellness Coordinator for Purdue Extension based in Shelby County. I've joined this project along with Scott Gabbard and Mark Morningstar as sort of the other piece to the puzzle. So understanding that First Presbyterian Church is located in this food desert that's low income and low access, we decided to center in on creating another source for nutritious food, since families and individuals would have to travel at least 1 mile by foot or over 10 miles by car to get to the nearest food source. We thought a community garden would serve a need there. It would be a program with the youth ministry to get the middle schoolers learning about gardening. That introduces them to more cooking expertise and knowledge, so that beans aren't just a product at the grocery store. They actually now will have a connection to where beans come from, how produce is grown, the value of it, and also just how they can transform that into recipes and snacks that they can enjoy, which should add to their nutrition and their quality of life, and also to what they're able to teach their families and bring home themselves. So we're hoping that this will be sort of the sustainable piece of the puzzle that combats the food insecurity and the low food access. So we're really excited about our partnerships here and the produce that we might be able to see growing behind us in the next couple of months. So this growing season will be an exciting time for building relationships between the youth of this local community and committed adult partners, and then also for helping their food security and their nutritional needs. So we look forward to updating you as the garden progresses.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll do one more.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Because what I didn't explain at all is how we even got where we are.
Okay.
So I'll do a quick rundown on that. And then we'll have a couple of different pieces, I guess. So I'll just splice and dice and probably share with you guys maybe on a closed link through YouTube before we go public with it. Grammatical pauses, Claire. Oh yeah. You'll drive yourself crazy when you hear it. It's okay. We'll just have you do it over a couple thousand more times over the course of the summer. Yeah, over the course of summer will be good. So the question that many people will ask is, how did we get here in the first place? Well, behind me stands about $2,000 worth of input. We first started with the sod cutter, where we moved out or laid out the area that we're going to put the gardens in place. And some of the criteria we put in mind was handicap access. And so the beds themselves are roughly 30 inches tall. They're 4 by 8 as far as their overall dimensions. And then beyond that, the pathways themselves, as you can see in the aerial photography, are about 40 inches wide. So through some of our research, we found out that some of the ADA guidelines are a little loose on that. And the one number that I came across was 38 inches. And so we fudged it a little bit and made it 40 inches. Also, what we did as far as to make it more stable underneath for wheelchair access is that we went ahead and we put some horticulture barrier, some weed barrier down, and then we put 53s over that, and we packed it in with a clay compactor. Then we wet it and packed it again, which you can also see that where we did that in development process. When we took the sod, we cut it off, put to the side. It actually went into the bottom of the box, and then after that, we added a bale of straw to each half of the box, so there's 2 bales of straw in every box. Horse manure over top of that, and then for an aggregate, we used 7 yards of topsoil to then fill these 6 containers. Beyond that, we know there'll be settling this year, this fall, so we'll come back and probably add some more mulch, nutrients, and possibly additional topsoil. But for now, this is a way for us to get up and going, and everything that's underneath will also biodegrade and ultimately add to the overall fertility of the ground, especially because I'm sure some of the beds this fall will be adding cover crops too, to actually be bringing some of that nutrients up to the surface for next year's crop as well. So thank you all very much for watching. This is us and our summer project with the First Presbyterian Church here in Shelby County, Indiana, Purdue Master Gardeners, and Purdue Extension. And of course, all the young men and women that will be helping with us in this neighborhood area. Thank you, and have a good day. That was a little better.
Yeah, that was good. That was real good.
So,
Yes.
okay. So now we turn this stuff back off.
Yes, I always told my